everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Julie of Julie's Plans, and in today's video I wanted to share with you how I am using my Hobonichi weeks. So I'm sure that you guys have seen almost unavoidably that you cannot seem to get away from seeing this Hobonichi weeks trend, but honestly this planner has been around for forever and ever. I think it's just now gaining a lot of popularity. There are a lot more people using it, and it's pretty awesome to see even the shops that are creating items for it. I am here for it. I am absolutely loving it. Let me get my pen out of the way. I actually have been using my Hobonichi since last year, which is like a miraculous planner miracle. I purchased this in late November or early December. I think that, excuse me. I think I had posted somewhere that I had been using it since November, but I think I actually ordered it in November and got it in December, that kind of thing. But I actually have been using it. Okay, sorry about that. I realized that there was some info in the front of the planner that I didn't want to show. So, like I said, this planner has been around for quite some time, but it is gaining some popularity. So I kind of wanted to show you guys how I use mine. I have been using another Hobonichi for quite some time for journaling, and that is the A6 size, and I'll show that briefly here in a little bit. But here it is. It is the Hobonichi Techo 2019 weeks, and on this page is the year at a glance, and I actually used a sticker kit from Sunshine Sticker Co. Yes, I want to make sure I say that name right. There's a few shops with like similar names and I don't want to get them mixed up. But what I've done here is just use their sticker kit just to add some color to it, because if you've ever seen a Hobonichi weeks, it is fairly bland looking. It's very plain, which is great because you can keep it as minimal as you want or go like way over the top as much as you want. As with any planner, do whatever you want. So there is the year at a glance. You actually get, I just realized I dated this wrong. I have her sticker kit in the back. Thank goodness. This should actually say 2020. So it has the current year, previous year, and the year ahead, which is awesome. Now, this is also another year at a glance type of thing, and you'll see varying ways that people can use this. I actually choose to use my mild liner markers, and here I sort of track my mood, overall like mental well-being, and I just have it kind of color-coded. I've seen various people do it, you know, different types of ways, different colors for different moods, whatever. But I'm really liking it, and as you can see, I've somehow managed to stay on top of this, which is another planner miracle. This thing is just, I don't know, it's life-changing. I'm just kidding. Okay, so next up is the, it does have, after you have a couple of those year at a glance, it does have a month at a glance. When I started using this, like I said, it was December. I was kind of unsure how I would do this whole thing. Let me show you a month that isn't decorated. So this is how the month looks undecorated. It's fairly, like I said before, just plain. There's not much going on with it. That's what I love about this planner, is that you can take it from, you can go from 0 to 100 like super fast. I know that there are lots of people who love keeping this super minimal. I'm not one of those people. I'm somewhere like right in between. So I do like using washi. This is another planner that just gives me a reason to use washi. And I just sort of letter the month. It is up here in very, very, very tiny print, December in English. Well, just the December part, DEC. I just chose to sort of letter in the months myself, and this was me like totally screwing up lettering January, and I just used a Once More with Love munchkin to express my feelings about my little mishap. So you can see I don't really go like too much with the stickers in the washi. In my monthly view, here was February. I just sort of keep it, you know, straight into the point, either work, no work, school, no school, track meets, holidays, things like that. Here is the month of March. I just used my Simply Gilded kit to decorate this with just washi and a couple of stickers, and I lettered the month of March. So there's that for the monthly views, and this thing started in December but goes all the way through March of 2020, which is absolutely amazing. So when I first got this planner, I was sort of thinking that this would be more of a journal type of thing. If you look up the Hobonichi Weeks hashtag on Instagram, you'll see that there is like an unlimited way to use this planner. And it is like one of those deceptively tiny planners. Like you're just like, there's no way that you can fit an entire week's worth of plans and goals in here. And I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. Yes, you absolutely can. It just depends. You have to just work with it however it would work for you. And for me, it's been a lot of trial and error. I thought that this was gonna work out. This was the week before my surgery. I had a total hysterectomy in December. There's my surgery day. And I thought that this would be a great way to track when I was taking my pain medication and my pain level and how I was feeling. And then I also did some meal planning over here. And that did work out for a couple of weeks. And you can see I went ahead and did this for the week after my surgery, meal planning again, just how I was feeling. I was like, this is not here to be neat and pretty and something to show on Instagram, which is why I just never really showed it. It was just something for myself and I really, really loved it. Then moving on, I decided, okay, I don't really need to track my pain that much. I kind of want to dive into away from the journaling because I was using my A6 Hobonichi for planning or for journaling. So I would use this as a more minimal way to plan, I can speak. And then kind of what happens every week in all of my planners is the weekends, I just kind of stop using it. I get so busy, there's really no time to plan and think about the weather. I just let it go. So there's that week in December. And then you can see here's Christmas week. I just was not thinking about planning, so this was not a big priority, but I love using like transparent stickers from Happy Planner in here. Even Erin Condren has some that work great in here. I prefer if I'm going to use stickers in here that they are the thinner type of stickers because this paper is fairly thin. I know that a lot of people complain about it and say that there's absolutely no way that they can write on this planner because the paper is so thin, but it is a very unique planner in the way that it takes ink differently than your typical planners with regular paper in them. Yes, you need to have a bit of patience with this planner. I think that this planner will challenge your patience and your creativity on so many levels, but it is still an amazing planner. Here, I think I was using like a 0.5 G2. That's the one that I think smeared the absolute least out of every pen I have tried in this planner. But it's also not how I prefer my planners to look, which is why I didn't stick with that pen. Here again, I just kind of tracked weather and just overall plans, nothing too specific. And then here I kind of got into doing more of the habit tracking because I was taking this planner with me. I had like several doctor's appointments and things like that, and I wanted this to be in my purse, but I wanted it to be something that I could truly reference, which is why I took the journaling aspect out of this planner. And then you can see, I think this was my first week back to work. I really like having habits in my planners, in case you can't tell, because I just kind of want them to always be there as a reminder of things I really need to be focusing on. I really loved this week. It was like super neutral, not over the top with stickers and stuff like that. But you can see also like these are all stickers, and I just didn't finish filling out the week because on the weekends I really don't pull out my planner that much. And then here, like I said, it was just kind of trial and error, just seeing what would work. I was kind of doing the same thing over and over again. And then I decided to get more into some lettering in here, and I kind of go back and forth with lettering. I feel like the lettering takes up a lot of space, but I've really been sure to try and not, I guess just to work on my lettering being a little bit smaller. For my lettering, I do use the Tombow brush pen. I don't think this is the one that I actually use. This is the one that I actually use. That's the one that works best in here. I feel like it dries the fastest. It works well with this Hobonichi paper. But I really needed to work on making these letters smaller. That's something I definitely learned. I didn't learn it this week. But I started to decorate more. These stickers are from Aria's Daydream, right around, I want to say like the February time frame. Some shops really started to come out with these like super adorable kits. I'm still on the fence about using kits in my week's planner because I worry that it's just gonna get super out of control, and I don't know, I have to figure out how it's gonna work. So each week it's a little bit different, but I do like the date covers. It kind of makes the days of the week like pop on that side. And I was still doing the habits and the goals. That's something that I really, really like doing. This was about mid-February. Yes, the middle of February. I kind of kept it minimal, less lettering because I was getting frustrated with my lettering. But I still like keeping my overall goals for the week. And then I started to add gratitude. I didn't do habits this week. It's something I end up bringing back anyway. Here, I tried to practice lettering a little bit smaller. So lettering can be done in here. Just be careful with your spacing. That's just, again, something I've had to learn to do. And I really didn't fill out the weather or meals. I think it was just a busy week and I didn't have time for all that. And then here we are, is this March? Yes, looks like March, okay. I don't even know what month we're in, oh my gosh. I'm still working with lettering and like various types of stickers, but by no means trying to make this look perfect or pretty or anything. And this is also a kit from Aria's Daydream. She had an amazing sale like somewhere in the beginning of February where like all of her Hobonichi week's kits were $2, and I kind of went overboard, just a smidge. And then here is last week. I really super love this. I really focused on using this every single day. It lived in my purse. I still have to fill out my gratitude. It's kind of in my journal as well, but I really liked this. On this side right here, I kind of drew out, this is all grid, by the way, in case I didn't mention that, on this side. So I used this column here to track my weather, like the high and low, and how many steps I had for the week. And I kept the lettering to a minimal, but I do want to bring it back and I'll show you how this week is starting to look so far. But I kept it very like task oriented. And the pen that I am loving right now using in my Hobonichi weeks is the Sharpie pen, and it's the one with the like full black body. I know that they sell other Sharpie pens. Those are just not the same. You're gonna get a little bit more, it's just black and more bold with this pen as opposed to using something else. I really like it. Is there going to be shadowing? Absolutely. If shadowing is not your thing, then this planner may not be for you. If shadowing is not that big of a deal for you and you can get over it, you're going to love this planner because it is way more versatile and there's just so much more space than people give it credit. I'm just, yeah. That's just what I'm gonna say about that. So here is the current week. I still have to fill some things out, obviously. But this week I am using a kit from Sunshine Sticker Co. Let me actually show you one of her, what the kits actually look like. I love them because they're more simplistic. They're not like too over the top. You just have your date covers, a couple checklists, you know, some of the washi strips for the top and the bottom if you really want to use them. And yeah, that's it. It's not too complicated. So I brought back my habit tracker and gave myself space for gratitude by breaking up this page with washi. Sunshine Sticker Co. also has this strip right here that I was drawing in, but now it's like a sticker, which is freaking genius. But I absolutely love that, and I'll probably divide it again and use it for weather and steps, or maybe meal planning. I don't know. So yeah, here's how the pages look blank. It really is a blank canvas to work with. This side has the days of the week lined off, and then this is just one big grid page. Now, I do not have the mega. I have the regular weeks, and you get a substantial amount of notes pages in here. I have not figured out what to use mine for. I just haven't really needed them just yet, but I do want to start using them. And here's how my weeks looks after being in it since late November, early December till now. You can see things do bulk up in here, but it's really not that bad. I have done some pen testing. I'll show you some of those items in a minute. And just kind of random places. I typically just write right away and then rub my finger across just to see the smudge factor, if you will. I'm sure that's not a technical term, but yeah, some pens just take a little bit more drying time. And I know that I wrote down, so here was another page where I did like the Pilot G2.5, the Bic Intensity, the EC marker. I will tell you, the fine tip end of the dual tip Erin Condren marker actually works really good in this planner. I was very, very surprised, So, and that is it overall. Some of my favorite things to use with this planner is this Dear Lily Designs stencil. You can see that right here. I love using this for my habit tracking. It makes writing the squares or drawing out the squares like just perfect. I cannot draw a square that perfect, so it's definitely not me. And like I said, my favorite pen is the Sharpie pen and the Tombow brush pen. I also use a page marker from Ashley Lee Designs, and she makes some specifically for the Hobonichi Weeks. This one is actually for a B6TN, and I happen to already have it and then realized that it actually is the same width as the Weeks. It's a little bit like the clear part comes over just a smidge, but it works just perfect to mark your week in your planner. Now, as far as covers go, I only have the clear Hobonichi cover over this black and cream like gingham plaid stuff going on here, but I actually purchased a pre-loved Giglio Appunto, which is basically the Hobonichi Weeks cover. I did get it pre-loved. I have never purchased anything brand new from Giglio because it is expensive, but I'm looking forward to having that cover and finally giving my Hobonichi a true home. I feel like it has been, you know, like a coverless planner for several months, but I wanted to make sure that I was truly using this planner before I ordered something a little bit higher end or a little bit more costly. So, all right, that is everything for my Hobonichi Weeks flip through and how I use my weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my community here on YouTube. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.